Greetings and welcome to Stihk and Die presents Enter the Dungeon, session 41. I'm your DM and host Marty, joined by the Ontario crew. We got a full crew in the house tonight. Your mics are now tamales.
We're talking about comic book movies.
Yeah.
And very explicitly that the DC people didn't rehire Henry Cavill to play Superman more. And my mind is blown. I don't know if I can go on from this point because he was the best Superman in the ever.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Marty,
Yeah.
this is really, really weird. I don't know if you guys are experiencing it, but the sound coming out of Marty is only in my left earpiece.
No, I'm not experiencing that.
I'm not having the same thing.
But you guys are perfectly here. Marty's just here. It's like whenever he speaks, I'm going to turn to
It might reflect your IP address.
Wait. Say it again. Speak.
Hello?
He's inside of my head now. Hello.
Thank you, Ahmed.
As I should be.
Hello, Fox. Welcome to the crazy conversation. We started early today.
All right, let's see. We played on Saturday. Mark played sometime, I think it was like Wednesday last week.
Yeah.
Mark, what have you been up to in the last week? What's going on in your world? Working?
I've been working steady.
What was the best thing? What was the weirdest thing that happened in a week of work?
The weirdest thing that happened in a week of work. Oh, I heard 23 guys got fired.
That's somebody gone done fucked up there.
Damn.
Yeah. which is like an entire crew, basically.
The hell?
Somebody fucked up, either that crew fucked up or somebody who allocated, we need these 23 guys.
Yes.
Somebody somewhere screwed up.
I might know of similar stories, but nothing I'd share on screen.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sure the regulars could start to piece together where we work. That will not be a bonus show. There are no bonus points for digging through that. All right.
No.
Come on, guys. Support us so we can quit our jobs.
I'm looking at you, Fox. You could probably name the 4 companies we work for. That's
He just shows up. Hi, I'm here to see Ahmed. There's a guy who called himself Foxfires outside. Did he bring a D20?
Ahmed would be the hardest one to find.
I know the name of Ahmed's last company. I don't know the name of Ahmed's current company. So, yeah. I know what he does.
And it's in every company.
Right.
They have multiple.
Yep.
I don't know if he's ever had an email address that didn't have a 6 at the end, right?
All right, so Mark's dodging the firing manager.
No, that's the rumor. But I mean, if that many guys got fired, they were all in on something.
Something happened.
Got it.
They buried a body.
Adam, what's going on with you, man? Hey, Drake.
No one's using this shaft. Fuck it.
It was the crew of 24.
The transition from cutting programming to getting into contest prep has been going relatively smoothly. We're starting to hit basically every couple days in the gym. I'm hitting a PR, which is nice. So things are going good. Making weights move, not getting hurt, feeling nice and stable, not gaining weight. It's all good.
Personal record. Okay.
Yeah, PR.
Because in software land, a PR is a pull request.
No, not hitting a pull request.
Okay.
No.
Which, taken out of context, is weird. Well, you can pull ups, I guess.
CrossFit? Adam is putting CrossFitters together.
That's awesome.
And lifting them.
When's the next competition?
The first, there should be one in April, which is the Highland Games one, and then the one in June is the main one for this year.
Is the April one where you go to like Norway and?
No, that one's June.
Okay.
So I need to get myself in shape for the June one. If I win that competition, I get an invite to an international competition in Norway.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I plan to
go hang out with a
not
bunch
come
of
last.
Vikings.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What
That'll
do
be good.
postmodern Vikings do? They strongman competition.
The stone overhead event is one that I think I have to focus on the most because I really want to get the 240 stone overhead. So
It's such a ridiculous weight.
I want to pick up Marty in stone form and put him over my head.
Oh, I'm a little heavier than that, dude.
I want Marty to run on a treadmill for a couple of days, then pick him up over my head.
I've got some muscle underneath the fat. It's a good target. Okay. Ahmed, what's going on with you, man?
Still doing that jiu-jitsu. You know, got a couple of injuries, but hey, I'm working through it because I'm a tough man.
So you're already injured and you've been there for a week?
This is my third week.
Third week? Okay.
A bruised rib, you know, a couple of cuts. You know, my pinkies are a little sore, but hey, you know, we're still good. There's ice, elevation, all that stuff. We're good.
You start telling people you cut your fingernails or I break your fingers. That's simple.
You see that guy?
All right, start biting and gouging.
So, Ahmed's sweater. I just want to check with chat here.
Okay, what does
He
it look
looks like he's got like cheap Saiyan armor on, right? He looks like he's got like fucking Saiyan armor, the chest piece, needs shoulder pads, and the eye thing, the power reader.
It looks like somebody got really lazy at the Crest store. It was a Monday job. They're like, fuck it. Fucking hungover from the weekend. It was a Monday or Friday job. or it was
Now that you
it
mention
was
it.
a Father's Day present, maybe.
It's actually an M.
Yep.
When you get it right there, where it's just
It's
quite,
okay,
it looks
Dad.
like
I
the,
think you're a man.
the peck part of the.
Lucas, what's going on, man?
Hey, Lucas. Oh, crap,
Hey,
long time.
don't apologize for subbing. That is Canadian. That is Canadian behavior.
Hey, how are
And
you
it
doing,
takes
Lucas,
one
eh?
to know one.
What about this weather, eh?
Thanks, man.
Yeah, dude.
Ooh. We get emotes.
I don't
for
know what
subs.
that is, but I just sent a thank you.
Cool.
You said love hearts.
Well, I don't know
Well,
what it.
these are the emotes I think that get unlocked by Lucas subbing. So we get to now use love hearts and love snooze. They're not from our channel, so we're grabbing random emotes from other people's channels, I think. Yeah, cool.
New stuff.
Yeah, let's do a recap of what happened last time.
That's what I wanted.
The Rule of Three it was the name of the last game. The party confronts an ancient blue dragon that has razed the village of Nulb. While resting inside the workshop out of time, they reunite the three elf hags and learn that the United Coven can help make Alkur whole once again. Where the sum of three parts, or the one was separated into three so that the sum of three parts can be greater than the parts themselves. First, they must fetch a soul stone from a demiplane called the Casino Desolicatassen. Meeting place and gambling hall for fell powers. Darian discovers a magical egg that summons a silver dragon. And they met Omit the Bright, who is around for an hour per day after Darian says these words. There's something very familiar about Omit. Darian, you're guessing, given some of the bits and pieces you can remember from your past lives, that you were probably allied with silver dragons.
Okay.
Omit seems to have memories, although she's a little peculiar.
Dumb
She's
dragon.
a goodly dragon. She can be whatever she wants.
Right.
Hiya, Darian. It's been a long time, everybody. Sorry.
She does disappear after the hour after testing out the egg. You guys do rest for a full cycle, and then do your daily preparations. I believe the plan was, or at least the plan at the end of last game was, you were going to go to the fire node. Of course, there are 2 nodes in total that you haven't visited: the Earth node and the fire node, and the Orb of Golden Death, which is the golden skull that Oskar played fetch with. The Kraken is now in the hands of the Kraken, and you've heard from somebody that the Kraken is now...
The hags.
Yeah, the
hag walking the halls.
The Kraken is now walking the halls. The Orb of Golden Death has 2 elemental gems in it, found from the nodes. One from the water plane, presumably water node, and the other one from the air node. Oskar is familiar with the powers that the Orb of Golden Death bestows from the when combined with the air gem. You need this skull, you think, for a couple of reasons. What are those reasons?
It works
Moving
the
the
chair.
chair.
Yes, it's supposedly, when you don't need to know combinations and suffer perhaps traps, if you have the skull, you can command the chair to go down to the level where Zuktmoy herself is interdicted.
You also can use it to get past the hem and the...
But we
you
don't
go
take the
through all
skull
portals.
down there.
Yes.
We don't take the skull because she wants it.
Don't give her the skull.
And then,
Don't give her the goddamn
and then the
skull.
last thing was, so it protects against some of her powers, and then the really ancient scroll that Darian has that was given to him by Lady Scrang, who is the alter ego of Canoness Yade of the Church of the Five-Faced God, is that the skull is required or needed to defeat Zuktmoy. Of course, you have other tools, like the completed answerer with all 3 of its gems, and the things that you've collected, over time. While you guys are resting, and you had spent some time outside of the workshop, the minor characters that had gone to the Bloodclaw Grove are now walking back to Nulb. And I'm going to grab them from the Bloodclaw Grove. And put them on the edge of Nulb map. Is there a conversation that happens on the way back?
So it's a short conversation on the intricacies of why some farms are bad.
I'm walking. Let's actually put this. Yeah, where is she? No, I'm gonna be on this side.
Elise seems to be afraid of Malini. Of course, Malini can turn into
Untrusting
dragon,
of the tiny thing that
turn
turns into a huge...
into dragons and earth elementals. Like in her gnomish female form, she's got like a strength of 8, Mark.
Yes,
But she turns into fully strengthed out earth elementals. Yeah, okay. So that is a difference in how shape change works in this system. I like this system better for power.
I was looking at it going, you only want con and wisdom. All the other ability scores are kind of meaningless.
Not true. That's what I thought when I made her. But there's a couple feats that there's a strength prereq, and they're pretty good.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Specifically to stop you from doing that.
Yeah, probably, yes. No, there's one that lets your wild shape last for, I think it's an hour. And at like 18th level, the next level of it is you can stay in your wild shape all day. It's not you can stay in your wild shape all day. It's you can switch, like there's one duration you spend your focus, but you can switch to your different forms.
Different forms. That's good.
Okay, so Malini's got in her hand the Hecatomb device. Stihk comes up and goes,
I think I have it. It is the perfect mushroom.
Let me see. She looks at it.
Yeah, it's called a silver cap.
Silver cap, huh? Okay. And is it perfect?
It's a really good specimen. It's a rather benign mushroom. Like it's not overly poisonous. It's not the type of thing you put on your salad. It grows on the edge of magical things.
What is Stihk's check result?
We'll say 30 on this one.
That's pretty comparable to what I've been getting. So yeah, good job.
Are we going to be mentioning at all the fact that we have demons coming after Cube that eats animals? Or is this just,
Yeah, well, it can eat that animal. That animal chewed the neck out of the big Cyclops when he was down. That's a bad doggy.
Yeah, there is something wrong with your badger, I believe. It is vicious. It killed the unconscious farmer.
She looks at you like you're stupid. Like it's a wild animal.
Then it perhaps should be leashed. Then how would it?
May I put it in?
Oh yes.
Okay. One of the cells of the Hecatomb device does open up, and there's a bluish magic that comes out, and it absorbs the mushroom. The mushroom kind of goes inside, it shrinks a little bit, and something's happening to the device because a lower order template has been complete.
She puts it down and backs away, unsure of what's happening.
Okay, the device is shifting and changing, and it seems to be growing sides.
It's growing sides?
Yep, it is now a triangular pyramid.
Knowledge Arcana, Marty. Or knowledge what?
I guess I'll need to find a token
Cult?
for.
I can give you occult, religion.
is it bigger than it was before?
Nope, it's about the same size, but you'd probably need to be a mathematist to figure out if the volume's the same.
That's
but
the question I want to ask, but I don't have a character.
Craft. Ooh, crafting.
it might be slightly larger, but it's really hard to tell. You'd have to take precise measurements.
Ooh.
So what happened to it?
It changed.
It changed, but I mean, like magically or what?
Oh,
Knowledge,
that's
you want me to
perfect.
roll a knowledge something or?
You know what this is. This doesn't come from your world, and you've only been here for a short period of time. You're uncertain as to what this device is.
Very strange.
Knowledge occult might give you some.
Cult. Okay. Uh, 27.
It's an artifact.
This item is very important.
She looks at you. Mm-hmm.
And this is what
Yeah,
this is what it looks like now.
Here we go.
Oh, that thing is super cool.
Apparently, honeycomb and three-dimensional object is giving me what I need. Thank you, thank you, Bing. Yeah, it's good.
Okay, so that is very orderly.
I guess.
You're still very dirty.
She licks her hands and her
Ali will take,
filthy hands and rubs them through her hair.
Ali will take 10 minutes to heal people.
Okay.
but I'm actually. I apologize, but I'm not coming close to your animal, excluding him from the.
The thing is pretty beat up. 72 damage.
Oh, Malini will heal it.
Okay.
I give you guys 30 healing. Like,
Okay.
don't you have to roll?
That heals Mudrezzar's bruises from falling.
It's Malini.
It looks like that heals Ali as well.
Yeah. I'm taking mine out.
So,
Do you know where Unicorn Horn is? Or Angel Tear?
oh, unicorn horn. I wish.
Or Phoenix Hat?
Yeah, didn't you guys find the unicorn horn? You have it, right?
Yeah, but Iggy doesn't know that.
Oh,
'cause
that's
he
right.
Fucking...
The other guys have it.
He's
Got it.
under magical compulsion. He needs to complete this task.
Okay, so what's a 6th level heal do?
6th level heal?
It's going to be
Like
5 or
which spell?
68 plus your ability score.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, it's targeted. So 68 plus 8 times 6. So 68 plus 48 should be the base healing from it.
Oh, that should be good for now.
It's a heal
All right.
link. You have a heal prepped in one of your 6 circle slots. That's awesome.
And one in my 5th. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the 2-action cast that you're using.
So,
Yeah.
so what's that thing do aside from eating animals?
And bring demons.
Oh, no. It doesn't eat the animals. It stores them so they can live later. That's what I was told.
This is
Does
A
it
very
heat them up
dangerous
as like
device.
like the whole thing shrinks and gets stuck inside, or does it get like juiced?
You might have to watch it a little closer last time. The thing did shrink to go down into the cell.
Okay.
is
But
the
at the
item-
last minute, you're like, does it get like materialized or
When it goes
do
up.
these things die? So far, you've never been able to take anything out of the device.
Okay.
So you are like a jailer for animals.
No.
You're the strangest druid I have ever met. Why do you use this device? What is the purpose?
So that they don't disappear. When
Then
the
wouldn't you need
badness-
at least a
To make
male
them
and a female?
disappear, to make them not disappear.
You know, the plants also have male and female.
She looks at you like, yeah, duh. I know. I've only been living in the woods my entire life. Of course I know that.
Are you looking for a mate?
Says
At least putting his cross in his
to, to Malini.
That was who? That was
Stihk.
Stihk?
Yeah.
Oh. She acts as an uninterested would, and she hits him in the face.
Oh, it was not.
That's no.
It was not a proposal.
He rubs his shoulder. Poor Stihk.
I am uncertain if gnomes can breed with goblins.
He looks to.
I don't breed with anything. I am bound to book.
Sad.
knowledge nature?
It's never something you studied.
I have not studied this before, but I mean, we do have lots of time in the lab. If you really care. Okay then.
I can turn into a fire elemental too, you know.
Do not burn nature, please. Do not burn nature.
And it doesn't have to be fire to make it burn. It's an old joke from the medicine.
Speaking of burning, do you guys smell something?
Oh, oh God! What
And you guys are walking towards Nulb, and you can see, there's
Whoa.
huge plume of smoke kind of coming from Nulb.
Perhaps we should hurry and keep a low profile. Yes.
Oh no!
That could be a forest. Let's go.
All right, you guys, you guys
For
return.
the record, she will be relieved to see it's only a village.
You guys return to the devastation. While the fires are put out, there's still a lot of smoke and haze and beleaguered.
The forest on the north side of the town got taken out.
Yep, beleaguered villagers picking through the rubble. They don't seem to, perhaps because of the vicinity of the Temple of Elemental Evil and all of the big angry creatures that have come through this area, they don't really do much when they see Mudrezzar. They avoid him, but there's no like call to arms or like patrols in his face or like the stuff you'd expect in Hamlet.
Yep.
Well, this isn't so bad.
Everything that is recently destroyed, Malini, you know that in 10, 20 years you wouldn't recognize Nulb. Nature will just
Take it over.
Will just take it all over. And it being, you know that once water gets into a building and most of these roofs are destroyed, that's it. That building's fucked.
Done. Yeah.
Or on its way to being restoring to the land.
This is quite unfortunate. They'll first have to start by me rebuilding the roofs.
Or they could just move.
There's some awesome questions. There was a question for Fox asking,
Mark
is Damian going to show up in the Demon Watch campaign?
Yeah.
I think he means.
Damian's not one of Mark's characters for that campaign. When he joins the campaign, he seems to be really excited about 2 of 3 different concepts, and Damian.
And I believe we're talking about Darian.
Oh, sorry,
Darian.
Darian. Yes.
I take responsibility for that because
You made them basically side by side.
Yes.
You gave them the same name.
Darian.
I made opposites with the same name.
Not Damian. Damian, I don't think will join the Demon Watch campaign.
No, I doubt that very much.
Darian is from the Demon Watch campaign.
That is the growing theory that he punched. Yes. He eventually punches a silver dragon. Well, there's already been references to something called the Imperial Foreign Legion.
That is a thing. It's also within the Blood and Circus.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then
Dread and Circus. Sorry.
And then Drakester talks about legends, and then Wither is talking about how he suspected Oberon would turn sides. I think Wither's going through and watching Legends.
He is.
Legends, yeah, Legends. I like Legends. Legends is good too.
So there's a lot of perspective when you're crafter bitch that you come back and go, yeah, I'll fucking get you. There's a little bit of that, a little bit of neglect. You know, there's a little bit of like, I'll show you. He
fell behind in mythic ranks, and because you guys left him behind on some of these epic things to craft.
His life was, hey, here's your stuff, guys. Hey, can I come out to dinner with you? I believe you had some armor to finish.
Funny.
The more polite way to phrase that is he was our Q. We were James Bond and he was Q, and he was, just making the gadgets.
All right, when you guys returned to the workshop out of time, where did you create the portal?
We created the portal
back in the little altar area.
Probably.
Yeah, let's go to the altar area.
All right. So while you guys are resting, a group of people are entering the workshop out of time, including some new folks, at least new to the workshop. Oh yeah, this is the workshop, and time flows like a river differently here, like a really fast river.
Well, you have returned, my friend.
No, really slow. Mudrezzar, yeah, they'll explain it to you.
You can spend a day here and only very little time passes outside.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh. So you can rest and continue fighting in the same day for someone who's still outside.
Don't worry, it's a pocket dedicated to order and the creation of civilization. You
Stihk,
will not be making a mess inside.
Stihk is
I'll wait outside.
Malini's gonna wait outside.
It does not sound like the place for her based on Iggy's description.
It is good to see you, my friends.
Dropping the druid in the middle of, like, 1930s New York.
Okay, Malini, you go outside. What are you doing when you go back outside?
Oh, she is going to walk Rufus around to see, I don't know, is there any part of this area that she wants to claim for nature? Are there any animals that need help?
Yeah, you can start. You actually start looking around for animals that need help. You do see that there are some now masterless like dogs and cats. You noticed a dog tugging at a sleeve that is kind of caught underneath some rubble, and you see a hand.
Okay.
The dog kind of whimpering a little bit.
She does. She can use her knowledge nature for a medicine roll.
Okay.
To see if that person's alive. Like check a pulse.
Yep.
All right. Let me double check. That might only be to medicine to heal.
That's fine. Determining what the injury is also okay.
Okay.
All right, you go to bend down and you touch the hand and the hand is cold.
Okay, dead.
But you notice that something in your pocket is glowing golden.
All right, what is in my pocket that is glowing golden?
You pull out
Is it a pyramid?
you pull out the Hecatomb Device, and the Hecatomb Device is now absorbing the dead body of the human male, you're guessing, out from underneath the rubble. The body is turning into almost like flecks of golden as it's going into one of the cells.
Okay, she's very nervous that other humans have seen this, and she will be burned as a witch or something.
She's looking around.
Okay, it's fine.
The dog looks. Actually, the dog skitters off from the golden light, and Rufus is a pretty badass animal. So.
No shits to give.
Yep.
He's a pony-sized badger. Yes. Well, I guess I have to find the female.
Okay. You actually see at the end of this area a cart where people have been loading bodies onto the cart.
Is there anyone around?
Not right now. They might be taking a break, or they might be digging around in the rubble.
Okay, well, let's go have a look.
The bodies are mildly battered and kind of wrapped up in sheets and blankets and cloaks, but...
Well, apparently the device picks its own samples now, so... she's going to stealth over, which I am trained in. Because she does not want... to deal with these humans, really, because they scare her. 26 for the sneaking.
Okay, whether anyone's watching you or not, you suspect not. Nobody's come to confront you. There doesn't seem to be a lot of people here. There are a lot of dead folk.
Mm-hmm.
The ones that tried to hide in buildings did
not do well.
Did not do well.
Okay. Does the device begin to glow or anything?
Are you going up to the bodies?
Yeah, she's going up to... She'll go right in the cart. She's not afraid of dead
Okay,
things.
so you climb into the cart. You wait for a moment. Are you taking the device out, or are you just...
Yes, she pulls the device out.
Okay. You do feel it hum a little bit.
Oh, we're doing like the search thing. Nope, not you. Not you.
Warmer.
Okay, so you absorb a halfling.
Oh, there we go. I gotta write this down. Shit.
Male, female.
What happened to the
Does it
current
matter?
bodies? I don't know. They must have burned them by now. Oh, okay.
Oh, Malini's collections. All right. Do you want me to do a different table for this now, or?
Yep.
All right. Hang on. I'll copy the
This is tier
table.
2? Or what was the...
Commoners.
Is it just like tier 1 was the lesser... Or is it...
Yep. These are humanoids. Or intelligent beings, or...
Wait till you start sucking up gods. Just suck up a kraken. Higher order beings. I need a bit
There's
more.
an option. There is an option for that. We need like 6 14th level guys.
So you're gathering the Hecatomb Device is gathering up the things it doesn't already have, although you experiment a little bit and kind of brushed the Hecatomb Device up against a dead body of a human, which it already has, and it absorbs that body instead, or in addition.
Okay. So I've got 2 human males.
1 human male, and 1 female.
And 1 female. Okay. And a halfling.
A halfling. It is a halfling male.
Okay.
And then we'll say a 1 in 6 chance there's another race of dead body in this cart. If I roll a 1, nope. But there are other humans in this cart.
Okay. So I'm guessing that's it for now. So she puts the device away.
Were the sheep rolling fort saves or anything against this thing?
That's just her weapon of choice. Zoink.
It is an
Not
artifact.
It's kind of a disintegrate grenade.
Reusable.
You pause for a moment before you put it away, and you remember a voice. It was kind of behind you, and it was talking to you while you were looking at it. It looked much different than it did before. It was like only like a single cell, like a single honeycomb.
Yeah. Okay.
This device is very important. You must gather as many samples as you can. The more diversity of Dinar, the better chances it will be to rekindle.
Okay. What about larger trees and stuff?
You think you've already captured those.
Those? All right. Okie doke. Okay, she's gonna put it away for now because there's other stuff going on. Oh,
Yep.
wait a minute. Where's the dragon body?
Yeah, you overheard that there was a dragon, like 2 people talking, and you go wandering around. You can see that the dragon body seems to have captured the attention of quite a few folk. There are some people that are trying very hard to like butcher the dragon, like take its hide.
Okay.
And then there are some other pirate-looking guys that are sitting around drinking, watching people work. You could see that others are lined up at a well, and there's a man with like a book that is writing into it and tallying things up. They're having fun around the dragon. Looks like they divided some minor wealth, or like their pockets are full of silver.
Okay. So she walks up to the dragon.
Okay. Hey, hello there. Who are you? Says this fat merchant dude.
I'm Malini. Are you done with him yet?
Yeah, I think we are. It's hard work descaling a dragon.
Why?
A fine suit of armor will be made. Some leather works. The teeth are valuable. Its blood, of course, can be sold to wizards. I figure by the time we're done, not a single drop will be wasted.
Are we getting a armor out of this?
You have no idea.
I'll be back. Oh, was there anything else around here
What do you
that
mean?
died?
Well, we haven't fished down the manticore that has been stapled to that roof over there.
Oh, fun. All right. She goes over to the manticore.
Oh, did we get all the magic items off those things?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I don't think you got the manticore stuff. Did you get the fiery body wraps?
No.
Okay, yeah, the manticore is still up there.
Stapled to the roof. We had other things that we were worrying about at the time.
Yep.
I am.
How are you getting up there? Are you just climbing, or are you?
She's got athletics. She can climb.
Okay, so it's like a simple task to climb the building to the roof, given enough time.
She.
I won't bore the 14th level character with the
With the climb check.
DC
On the roof.
50 climb check.
Well,
Yeah.
But if I understood it correctly, does the DC of the challenge go up with your level?
You can make it go up, but no, it doesn't. There are static DCs as well.
It gets very confusing. The whole DC thing of this is very confusing to me.
Two people climbing the same ladder.
No.
One is DC 35, one is DC
A
10.
untrained thing would be 10, a trained thing would be 15. If there are handholds, it's probably somewhere around 13.
Mark, if you've ever climbed a ladder when you were 100 pounds over the max weight capacity of the ladder, yes, it's DC 30 to climb the ladder without it collapsing.
Don't put your foot in the middle.
Careful, slowly.
Don't bounce.
No, butterfly, don't land there.
All right, so if Malini has athletics, then she's able to get onto the roof. Rufus is just sniffing around.
Now, she will strip it of items.
Okay. It has something wrapped around its front paws. They are hand wraps, and they have runes on them. And there's a distinct heat coming from the creature's teeth, claws, and the few spines it has remaining in its tail for the day.
Oh, I know what you are. She takes those off.
Okay.
Someone's going to be very happy.
The Hecatomb device begins to glow a little bit.
Oh, wait a second. She just wants to make sure there's no stuff, because she knows how people like their things.
Okay. There's one drunk pirate. Hey! Little birdie! What are you doing up there? He seems drunk by the way he's swaying.
She ignores him and just goes, Rufus.
Hey, it's a fucking thing! Alright, there's two drunk guys that are throwing things at Rufus, who's now guarding the barn. They're kind of laughing, but they're not. They're too drunk to really do anything with the blades that they've drawn.
I don't know what level those pirates are, but if they're the same level they were when we first fought them, Rufus will destroy them.
Are you telling Rufus to guard, or are you telling Rufus?
Guard, yeah.
Okay, all right. So he's being a good guard badger. You get the wraps off the creature. It didn't seem to have anything else. The heat from its mouth and claws and tail disappears with the wraps.
Here, I thought
Okay.
it was some sort of demon thing.
It looks like an archer. Like it had a very bad time against an archer. It's sort of pinned to the roof.
Yeah, yes, I watched the battle.
That was funny.
It was. It really. Oh, no wonder the dragon's not doing well, or the manticore, because it's always pinned to the fucking ground.
So the cube, or, it can take magical beasts. As well?
It glowed slightly, but it seemed to kind of fizzle.
She's like stuffing it in its mouth.
Okay, yeah, yeah, you're kind of getting it full of blood and saliva, and it is not absorbing the manticore.
Well, I guess I don't need you.
And you think for a moment, yet.
Okay. All right.
Like
she's
some
gonna
like
cut-
some lesson you were given around this thing was forgotten.
Yeah, memory things. Okay. She's gonna take a lock of its mane.
Okay.
Just store it. Maybe I can use that later. Might as well get a scale. Oh no, the humans are doing their thing. And at least they're using all of the dragon, so that's fine.
All right, you climb back down. Calm Rufus down. Hey, take your mad dog out of here, Birdie.
Why are you calling me Birdie?
Cause you're small.
I could be bigger.
Ah, they're really drunk.
No, she's not too worried about the opinion of humans anyway. Yeah, she goes back to the... Well, I guess she goes looking for... Yeah, more animals to help. Like, oh, you need some...
Animals to help, and what are you
Yeah.
doing when you come across other bodies?
Oh, do I need this?
Okay, so Malini spent some time in Nulb taking advantage of the calamity that had happened there.
This is one of those things where the death toll to the town being destroyed, it was 57. There was 400 people there, and only 50 deaths. Only 57 deaths.
57 confirmed deaths. And then they got tired of searching.
Everyone else is missing in action.
There's one old codger that knows it should smell much worse. Grim. All right, let's go back to the workshop outside of time.
Does Malini... Does the thing soak up the gems if they had gems?
She hasn't.
She hasn't sucked anything up with stuff on it yet.
Their clothes and equipment stay behind.
Okay.
A bunch of outfits. We come back and it's just a bunch of
Shirts
pantaloons.
and pants.
Oscar would love that thing.
It's pretty good.
No cleanup.
You just sort of fold up the stuff behind, stuff the legs into the boots, and kind of swirl it around, tie it up. All right, Iggy, Ali, Stihk, and Mudrezzar.
Oh, this place is strange.
It is very orderly and ready for the makings and trappings of civilization. Have you found any of the missing things, old masters?
Yes, indeed. Have you been able to find some of the things we are looking for?
Yeah, we got your alicorn.
Excellent.
Do you need the whole alicorn? Because I think we could probably...
Don't touch it. Give it here. I need the entire thing. Let me see it quickly.
Oh, Mr. Grabby Pants.
We need to know if we need another one.
Iggy, you caught Stihk like
This place will make a good home for you.
And Iggy took off his hat, and all these little bugs are scuttling into like the into the corners of the wood, and kind of fleeing outside and going behind bookshelves and things like that.
We're broom attack.
There's a scuffle between the two goblins as Stihk is mortified that you're trying to kill his friends. We'll consider
Civilization in order.
we'll consider the two of them grappling for a while.
No, they'll be safe here.
They'll be dead.
Good.
Everyone just sort of, and then it goes back to whatever they're doing.
Like, looks over.
Fucking goblins.
Iggy is talking about how the old master would need to fumigate the place, and he's referring to cloud kill the home. Just cloud kill your home once in a while to
Yes.
pest control.
Yes, I don't quite get the goblins either, a squish. I know, he says. Ptolemy's having a one-sided conversation, or telepathic conversation with Squish.
It is good that you're back. We are beginning our preparations to retrieve the remaining gems.
Interesting.
Additionally, to prepare ourselves for actually encountering the spawn of Mechanica.
Knowledge, Marty? Did I heard that name now?
Sure.
Knowledge what the occult?
Cult?
Yeah. $38.
It's like the name of something like the mother of krakens.
Do you know what you're referring to?
A very large squid.
You know what a kraken is, yes?
A very large squid.
This is the name of the mother of it. The mother of all of them. A very powerful creature.
Yes.
He puts his hand on your shoulder. A very, very powerful creature.
Yes, a very, very powerful creature.
He's not understanding.
No, it's okay. I swim real good.
Remember the first encounter with the Kraken?
Okay, yeah, but you know what? I've been practicing. I can hold my breath a lot longer now.
Well, there are spells for this.
Correct.
There's too many things. Okay, so this horn looks good. I will store it in a safe place, but we need the other two items. We need the heart and the tears. So chop, kill more things and get me the items. Okay. Also a crusher.
What? Wait. What's with this chop nonsense?
This is a joke. You do all the fighting. I do nothing. Mr. Crusher, bear, man, orc. Here, this we went to this field. We believe it was your place that they were told place that you protect, and this was hidden in one of the stones in the center of the field.
Okay, well, there's a bundle of ancient hide, bits of fur still stuck to it.
Yeah.
There's something inside the bundle. You guys haven't opened it.
Yeah, I'll give it to him. Here you go. If this is where you protect, then you must know or have a connection to this somehow, I believe. If not, I'll like it back. Thanks, Ali. Finish it up.
Okay, so you unwrap it.
Yep.
There is a really old but still serviceable and very thick belt with a silver bear buckle on the belt.
Oh, look at that. We probably... Don't you worry. We should probably see what this is.
Knowledge Arcana?
You guys can try to identify it. It is an Apex item.
Ali will try to identify this, yeah.
Kerr's attempt, he gets a 35. I don't think he identified it.
Nope.
Nice belt.
38.
You,
Nope, 28. Sorry, I'm an asshole.
Okay, 38 was the DC. 28 is
No,
not
sorry,
the DC.
I heard Adam say
which means you
35, and I
failed.
wrote
Which means
35.
which means you failed by
something
10.
it's not.
So Ali doesn't think a lycanthrope should wear a silver magic item.
This is kind of dangerous for you. It's silver, and you don't like silver. This is probably very bad for you. I would suggest not wearing this.
But it has a bear on it.
Well, it's also, what was it? Buried in his grove.
Maybe it was to keep him weak. There's very evil things out there. Like that druid.
What druid?
There's the little thin, tiny thing that turned into big things. Leaky, whatever her name was outside. But her little badger is very vicious. It killed an unconscious farmer. It was very disturbing. But whatever. There's a wild animal, she say.
Alright.
Can Ptolemy identify?
Ptolemy, what do you think of this?
Look!
Oh, it's a bear! Ooh, the mightiest of creatures in nature.
That doesn't
Fine.
have tentacles.
Finally. Finally.
This will help you shit in the woods. I'm sure there's...
You know,
Scent.
I've
Marty?
always questioned whether or not a support belt was the most effective thing to help with the shit in the
You
woods.
know, and he kind of it's heavy. Clunk, puts it on the table. Whatever it is, it's pretty powerful.
I don't believe I'm not familiar with this craft.
I think it is a bad idea. I don't think you should be putting this on.
What? Hey, Krieger!
Yep.
Come put this thing on!
Well, we have another belt that we haven't figured out what it does.
Well, hang on. Maybe I want to turn into a bear. Let's make me turn into a bear.
I'm not sure.
It's another day, so we can try the other items.
Yeah.
Marty.
Yep.
Scent. Can I try scent? Crushers.
What are you smelling?
I'm looking for my own scent on the thing. And I used to wear this.
Give me a perception check.
I'll just roll d20.
The DC will be the same as the DC for identifying it.
1d20 plus. No, I rolled a 2.
Uncertain.
Nope.
So 32 on the Apex item.
On the
Shadow.
belt,
Shadow
Yep.
smell the shadow.
the 17th level Apex belt is DC 36.
Oh,
Okay, and then I think there's what, 3 more items that we missed?
Oh, all belts are evil, just told me. I'm now confused about belts.
my lord.
Why are they called belts? Isn't that something that happens to you when you get hit? Isn't that a verb for being hit?
It's
The verb comes from some parents when they're disciplining their sons and occasionally willful daughters, will pull off their belt so as not to inflict bone breaking damage and more welts. And
So when you're at the bar and you take a belt of whiskey, how does that, pray tell, relate to your belt?
It is like you are cinching your belt and saying no to food and having a liquid dinner.
Perhaps. Or maybe the alcohol loosens your bowels, causes you to need a leak, which means you have to undo your belt.
Well, you know, it wasn't until this adventure that I've seen someone shit themselves because they got hit so hard by one of you gronks.
yeah, that was funny.
Team Weedy is much more civilized.
Yes.
Yes. Weenie wishes they could hit that hard.
All right. The mysteries of the belts. We'll have to wait for another day, I think. But no one should wear them until we get to the bottom of them. They could be cursed.
Better safe than sorry.
Fuck.
It's a wise decision, my lord.
You know that Krieger has the wisdom item on currently?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it gives him an 18 wisdom and a bonus versus enchantment saves.
Oh, right, yes. Okay.
It's +2 to
Kill your
wisdom or
comrades.
18, whichever is higher.
Yeah, he's
And
did it.
Alker could only wear one of the int or the wisdom items, and he took the int one. And then I've been playing white, so maybe I'm a dumbass. I don't know.
Oh, you guys took the headband of wisdom, the diadem of intellect. You guys have them now? I'll remove them from the sheet.
Please don't remove it. I'd like to paste it into my...
Okay.
Sure, it's pasted. Yeah, I don't have that pasted. Wait a second. I would... It's... oh man. I just looked at the item that we don't know what it does yet, and it's very dangerous. Okay. All right. So
Yeah, the unidentified item is this. Just so the stream knows what we're talking about.
the I get to use a reaction to change shape. Just like rah bear.
Oh, sweet.
I'm not certain what weakness to silver by 1 step means, but I'm assuming it's
Probably by 5.
At their level, their hit point increase and their weakness goes up as they get bigger. So at at 16th level, they'll have both Shadow and Crusher will have plus 75 hit points, but their weakness to silver goes up to 15.
And it'll go down to 10.
This would drop it down to 10.
Yeah,
Or now would drop it from 10 to 7. So
which is also cool.
yeah.
All right.
Apex, you can wear multiple Apex items, but you can't get multiple stat bonuses. That's the part of an Apex item that you cannot double up.
I kind of like how the abilities for items work in this.
Ah.
Yeah. I kind of like it. I don't know.
It for the system, it seems to work.
Yeah.
Until you spend 3 months as an 18th level character and you're like, oh, I'm not getting any treasure I could use. You know,
Well, there's none left.
There's none left. You've got it all.
You've got all the treasure.
So that's the part I don't like.
All right. So, on the morrow, the fire plane, hunting the Kraken, attacking the realm of Earth.
So we'll be attacking fire. Okay, Kraken and Earth. Okay, I'll see what I can do for you.
All right, you two, break it up. It's okay. It's okay. You
I
stay.
saw it in the corner. The cockroach.
You stay over there with Ali, and Stihk, you could stay here where there's a nice little breeze coming in there. There you go.
No. No.
Yeah,
Not be
so
disturbing the creation of the purity.
so Malini's got a thing that summons demons. Is anyone gonna talk about that?
Say what now?
A demon tried to steal her honeycomb.
Yes, when we were trying to retrieve her, this big, large demon came out and attacked us for it. This seems the things she has is very powerful and scary.
Did this demon have any markings of the temple?
Oh yes, it had the many of the fungus growing off.
Yeah, it probably came from deeps within the temple, like
It
where all
was,
the mushrooms grows.
It referred to the dirty thing many times.
So she's just walking around out there with something that attracts demons.
Yeah.
Something along that line, yes.
Excuse me. Darian goes outside.
Oskar or Shadow, could you assist Darian? Yeah.
Fine. Come on, Darian. This way.
Yeah. 'Cause
Oh, fuck. Runs for it. I'll play with the answer like that.
Okay, one, you actually, when you go looking for her, find her doing something with corpses. 3, you just find her innocently walking down the road. Okay. So you guys go around and ask around, and yeah, the drunk people said that she went over there, and then some of the people from the Grand Bali Circus said that she's down in the ruins of the bridge. And they're like, why? They're like, I don't know, she's helping clean up some of the bodies or fishing or something. And you can see Rufus somehow got across and is chasing, like, chipmunks or something. Malini is down in the pylons, the broken pylons and wreckage of the bridge. And the 3 of you clearly see her, like, there's a corpse that's starting to, like, bloat that was caught in the wreckage of the bridge. And Malini, name a race, Mark.
Half orc.
Okay, Malini has this triangle thing that she has touched to the half-orc's head, and the half-orc's body is turning into golden flakes and is flowing into the triangle thing.
That's
He pulls out an arrow.
You notice the half-orc's boots are now, like, floating down the river.
Oscar's putting his hand out to, like, Lord, you know. That thing looks blessed. it turns bodies into gold and leaves their stuff behind.
Malini, you hear Oskar and Shadow and like maybe from Darian, and you realize that they might have seen you what you were doing.
Oh, hi. She waves. She puts away her toy. And climbs up the bridge.
Man's honeycomb again there.
Okay. Rufus
Device.
comes splish splashing towards all of you.
Yeah, I gotta get to Nulb. Here we go.
Wading out of the water like she has no care about getting wet.
No, she has no care. Rufus smells like a wet badger, I guess.
Wet dog. Slightly different musk.
Nice doggy.
He's a badger.
Fair enough. Nice badgie. So,
Yeah.
Oscar's looking at Darian.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah, he sucked up the guy. Fuck.
What is what?
What's going on?
The thing in your pocket that sucked up the corpse. Oh, yeah. It's just the one. Half orc.
At any point you want to roll a deception, you can feel free.
Yeah, well,
to say.
we will do that. Yes.
It'll be like what, a +1?
No, actually, she's got that ridiculous feat where she's not trained in everything. She's
But she adds her
considered,
level?
but she adds her level. Yeah.
Nice.
So deception plus 17. So 24,
Against your perception DCs.
which I don't think
That
is
doesn't
anybody.
make nobody.
No.
The way she said just one, you like, oh, so there were others. And then you were told it sucked up animals, and now she seemed to be sucking up people or bodies.
Okay. I think it's important to remember they're all dead, so they're dying.
How do you get them out?
Oh, that's not my job.
Do we know whose job it is to get them out? Or are they just in there?
You know how we're having like problems with our memories?
You might be having problems with your memories. I am all right upstairs.
Well, I'm having problems with my memories, but if I knew, I would know which, because there's someone who gave it to me. And it's
Painted elf. Is it a painted elf?
yes, and it's important. Why do you type some of those things on it?
What I do?
I'm new here. To like you guys are doing your cycle thing. I don't do that.
Well, so how do you work it?
It works itself mostly. If it doesn't have what it is, it picks it up.
So Oskar likes the idea of the thing that makes bodies disappear. So he thinks it's good. I mean, this Malini thing is probably less useful. But
So, like, I've already got a human who died before I picked it up, I would like to point out. Mm-hmm. And so when I go near you, Mr. Paladin, it doesn't glow. But when I come near Oskar...
Okay, you haven't got any dwarves yet. The out of the monster manual races, the things that you're missing is a goblin,
Ironically, a gnome.
You're Adam's character.
a gnome, a dwarf, and an elf.
any of Adam's characters.
Now, it...
There's one.
She looks at you. I don't suppose you want to be a pal.
You do see a cell slowly lighting up as you're presenting it to Oskar.
Okay.
so
I'll
you're
wait
saying
till
if
you
I shove
die.
a dwarf in there, then it won't. Where do they go?
Oh, they get their own little spot. If you
Shadow
look
doesn't
very
trust you
closely,
at
can
all.
you
Shadow's
see
like-
anything? Or...
Oh,
Shadow's
you
backed up, he's
actually
got his
can
arrow.
kind of tell which ones have things in them and which ones are sort of vacant. Like there's a film over the vacant ones, and it's not as dark.
See, that's how you can tell if there's something in there or not.
So
Rufus is now, in a friendly manner, kind of sniffing at Oskar and goes up and tries to climb Darian's leg, and then
Get the
Yeah.
and it's not a
Yeah, you kind of get off. He slides off almost happily like you were playing, but then it kind of growls a little bit as it's sniffing Shadow.
Rufus, men in metal aren't for humping.
Okay, Rufus comes over and tumbles into the ground, without a care. Just doesn't care.
Is that a boy badger?
Well, yeah. What?
Shadow starts laughing.
It's not funny.
All right, Darian, you do not sense any like evil coming from this thing when she presented it to Oskar.
Mhm.
Bad things can still happen. Like if somebody presented a torch, it's not evil, but it could still set you on fire.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, it
if
doesn't
the wrong
radiate-
person
yeah,
picked up the
yeah.
answer, they could still kill someone. By
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
you don't get the sense that this is infused with evil energy or intent.
All right. Here's the deal. You keep that thing put away. Quit picking up the dead. People they're. He just turns to Oskar. Fucking druids. Around here, we like to bury our dead. Send them back to the earth, sort of thing. It gives people a sense of closure, so they can grieve. So stop stealing their bodies. There'll be plenty of bodies if you follow us.
Yeah, you just. Oscar's trying to don't worry about what he's saying. Just talk to me later.
Oscar's mediating at this point.
And then and we'll find specimens for your honey.
Okay, but I don't think I have a lot of time.
We got lots of time in terms of world's gonna end if we don't do the thing, and the thing is happening right now. So.
Oh yeah, well that's why I'm doing this. So.
Right. Well, that's good. But you.
I mean, I'm not saying I know anything. I'm just saying, obviously, someone thinks you're gonna fail. So.
I believe that we might have a track record of potential failure.
Okay.
But that being said,
do you maybe want my help or something?
yes. How can you help aside from helping clean up potential accidents?
Oh, I can change shape into scary things. It's fun.
All right.
Or into not scary things. I like to turn into butterflies. I don't know why.
Are you familiar with electronic butterflies? All right. So, can you?
She does have a butterfly tattoo. I forget where it is.
I think it's on her wrist,
Yeah.
as I recall.
Well, all right. So, we're gonna be going and trying to kill a demon lord, minor god.
Oh, I killed a demon the other day. I mean, I had help, but still.
Right. So the risk is that we were told is that thing brings the demons.
Oh, I don't. No, that was the first one yesterday. No, it doesn't. No, who said that?
Ali.
Yeah. Well, you know what? You can tell he's dumb because he trims his beard. That's not what you're supposed to do with your fur. Like you, Oskar. Perfect.
Save on blades. All right. So.
And clearly, yeah, saving on soap. Good job.
I don't need to waste any of them fancy perfumes. I can sell them. Now, Darian, are we satisfied with the not bringing of the demons via the statements here? Because first demon, bunch of stuff going on. Could have been any of the four of them that, brought a demon thing.
That's fair. Listen, why don't you just join us in the workshop? I don't want to go to the workshop. Someone said it's all orderly and stupid. It's not stupid. Fucking druids. Just join us. We'll have a conversation. Figure out what we're going to do. And then if you don't like it, you can leave and wait for us. Fine.
The advantage of the workshop is that you have more time when you're in there.
Oh, goody. So I'm in a crappy place for a longer time.
You can rest.
Correct.
I can rest wherever I want.
Alright, sounds like the group is heading back to the workshop outside of
Yeah.
time.
We're bringing the hobo into the lab.
The hobo.
You
The
could,
filthy hobo and her filthy badger.
yeah, you could see Stihk is kind of hanging out on the balcony, and he's talking to little bugs.
She goes to see Stihk on the balcony.
Yeah, you kind of appear on the balcony. Yeah, there's this weird like city. There's a haze, and you look over the balcony, and there's like weird lights that are moving really quickly. And
Is it natural?
no, this is not a natural place, and it is you can't see nature.
Backs away from the balcony really quickly. What is this fresh hell?
Yes, I know. They're like little light insects all running around down there.
Those aren't insects. There's no nature anywhere.
It smells like inside of stove.
Iggy has just the satisfied smile. Just a satisfied smile.
This comes right at Max. Max is like,
She speaks to Max. Bad doggy, back.
Max says, "I was just laying here."
Well, you have to share your spot now.
Max looks at Shadow.
Shadow's like. He's like.
All right, don't touch this.
All right, Max was basically growling because apparently the pack leader told him to, and then
Yep.
he gets called off and he has a confused look. He lets out like a
just kidding.
confused kind of like
This is
growl.
Max. He's with me. See, the
Hello.
big M stands for Max.
She goes up to Max and puts out her hand so he can sniff.
Okay, Max.
I don't know if I can make a wild empathy check with another character's animal companion.
Whines a little bit. He wants to know what to do from Shadow.
Oscar's not standing anywhere near animals. Being
Yeah, exactly.
No.
You can sniff her if you want.
I got a 26 on the diplomacy check.
Okay, so you know how to approach the dog. It sniffs your hand, gives it a quick lick.
Good doggy. She pats his nose.
Okay.
Alright. Have we all compared the size of each other's testicles?
He asks Max, "What do you think of these people?"
They are pack, he says.
I just get shushed for a dog.
Yep.
Shadow is higher.
Alpha.
No?
Yep. No.
I think there will be a fight between the bear and the wolf.
Ooh. She looks at both of them.
Bear doesn't listen, is what Max says. This
Wow.
one's very strong too.
This
This one and it's Krieger.
Krieger.
Yeah, he looks meaty.
Strange pack. Shadow is my alpha.
The Star Trek music.
What do I know of like werebears and werewolves? I'm probably sure I don't trust quite.
Yeah, give me a knowledge nature, two of them.
Pretty certain you don't have lichens in your cube yet.
Probably not a werebear and a werewolf.
Hey, look, I have your party.
Nature. Plus 25.
While we're asleep, she just.
I guess they took off. 36.
How about witches?
That you know the difference between natural and infected or
And
cursed.
40.
You know that werewolves tend to be like psychopathic, and that werebears are actually protectors of nature. You know about their shape changes, their weaknesses. That their bite is what transfers the infection. You know about their moon frenzy.
Okay.
Would equally like or dislike both of them based on alignment. You're as far away from both of them. 2 steps from each.
Yeah.
What is Malini's alignment?
Is
Chaotic good, I thought.
chaotic good, yeah.
Chaotic evil versus lawful good?
Right, versus chaotic
Wait,
evil.
Chaotic neutral. Shadow's not evil.
No, but the species.
Yeah.
Your affliction tends towards chaotic evil.
Yep.
There's some epic D&D movie of the werebears versus the werewolves, and I would watch that movie. There's gotta be some.
So would I.
Yeah, the werewolves are like blood frenzied. Evil beings that would probably destroy anything near them. Shadow seems to have his stuff together, but you'd have to inspect both of them a little closer to figure out, or observe them over time to figure out if they're infected or if they're indeed natural. Yeah.
Okay.
You know that in either case, if slowly over time, they will have a difficult time retaining their humanity, or whatever,
Mm-hmm. Well, in her opinion, that's fine. Going psycho, however, and killing everything is not cool. All right, so she looks at Shadow. I'm watching you.
Shadow hasn't seen her turn, but he's like,
Whatever, short stuff.
I didn't mean it!
Why is this little thing here, anyways?
Oh, hey, the ladies are multiple. Some beans on.
All right.
You should wipe your feet before coming in here, you dirty, dirty thing.
Why?
Because you're tracking mud and fungus and bits of twig everywhere.
You're welcome. In fact, if there's like a potted plant or something.
We need to rest. We need to rest so we can leave. We have to get to the temple as soon as possible. Find your corners, lay down and rest.
Shadow,
Yeah.
do you have any memories of your spear?
little sharp pain running through his back.
Yeah, I kind of do.
Would this tool be useful on our quest?
No, you mean other than what it looks like? Fuck no, I have no idea. I have no idea.
Marty, anything?
You remember having it?
Used to fit really well on my back. I mean, on. I didn't say in. I said on my back. But yeah, I don't know. Wouldn't mind getting my hands on it again, though.
All right.
Well, why don't you get something new made? Fire Smasher. Oh, sorry, Elder Hammer.
Elder Hamar.
Let him
Why
have...
do you say it like such a dick?
You might want to let him have this one. Yes, Elder Hammer, Krieger. Elder Hammer. He's just
It's great, and it's brand new.
He's just a village idiot after all.
What was that?
I said you're the village strongman.
Yeah, that's me.
See?
He's an asshole.
Get your rest. We need to be prepared for the morning.
Someone should be really using this thing. Supremacy is the +3 greater striking, greater corrosive, high grade adamantine heavy mace.
Yep.
Yeah, someone really should.
What does a heavy mace do for damage?
I believe it's D8. Might be
Marty.
D10?
So greater striking would be
3D10? 3D8?
Marty, I have a question. If Crusher is medium, grabs a weapon, and turns
Or is it
into a lichen, does
40?
it grow with him?
no.
Can it?
No, but you could still use regular size weapons.
Heavy mace.
If nobody else is going to use it, I'll grab it.
A mace is D6, and a
Heavy mace, probably D8.
What kind of
Wow.
weapon is it?
Hey,
Where are you?
there's Warhammer.
Is heavy mace not a
Warflow.
thing anymore?
I have to see if I have access to
No,
that
It is no longer a
weapon
thing.
group.
It looks like so a heavy mace used to be a D8 simple weapon, but
Mhm.
there are no D8 simple weapons anymore.
Mace.
So it would be martial, and the martial weapons are like they've got flail and war flail and warhammer.
It's a one-handed
And
weapon
maul.
because he had a
Shield?
shield. Yeah.
So it sounds like that'd be a flail or a warhammer.
Yeah, let's make it a warhammer.
So warhammer is a D8, 1d8 bludgeoning weapon, one-handed shove, and it's of the hammer type.
Oh, crap.
And I'm just going to check on greater striking to see if that's a third tier of striking.
So it's a martial weapon?
Oh, it's got to be, yeah.
I'm not using it. Screw that.
Major striking is the third tier of striking, so it would be a 3d8 kind of the 3d8 bonk. 3d8 plus 1d6 plus.
Yeah, okay, yeah, it's not major striking. The weapon deals 4 weapon damage dice, so this deals 3 weapon damage dice.
Yeah.
But this is a martial weapon, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm not taking it.
Why don't you just use the runes and move some of the important magics around?
Oh, yes.
It takes days to do that.
I'm sure Otis will get right on that.
We can definitely ask Otis to do that, but we'll be putting it on.
Just make our weapons more powerful. Darian's sword, Krieger's
Whichever
hammer.
sword that you're going to be giving him, you will not have during our next day's fight. During the next several days' fight.
All right, we'll just leave it here then.
But should we let Otis begin the process of
Oh,
removing it?
sorry. Almost forgot. You guys and your things. I got these off the manticore you killed.
Look at the little darling. Just
No,
make
good work.
yourself part of the team.
There you go. There's some
Glowing
nice-
artifacts. Just doing the glowy thing, turning everything to gold. And now bringing a gift. Look at the smelly little deer.
Okay. +1 fiery, +1 striking fiery hand wraps.
Not bad.
Are you wearing hand wraps?
It would be flaming, not fiery, but yeah.
Mhm. Oh, yeah, I've got my own.
While we are attempting to cleanse the dungeons, what will you be doing?
What do you need me to do? Are you sure you do want me to help you cleanse the dungeon?
What can you do? Like, seriously, are you a little caster or something?
Oh, yeah, I can cast magic, and I can change shapes.
Yeah, so look here. Triangle, square. Cool, huh? I just changed shapes.
Alright.
Hang on. I want you to some here.
You wanna go to the casino?
We just set them all. Plane shift the cohorts to the casino.
Where the hell? Hang on, Marty. Oh, you guys promised me bodies in the dungeon.
Yep.
So I think that's where I should go. Plus,
Alright.
they have a mushroom room that might be very I don't know if I need it anymore, but it
Alright.
might have some more complex mushrooms.
Okay, first. Alright, we get it. Shut up. You need to put on clothes.
I
Not
have
clothes. I mean, proper gear.
but what's wrong with my clothes? Her clothes are like furs and shit.
Alright, if you're gonna go in there, you need to make certain that we don't have to come rescue you every 5 minutes. So, what do you have for armor?
She actually has +1 hide.
Do you prefer the +1 hide or abrasives of armor?
I'll stick with the +1 hide. It's fine.
It's better armor.
You know, this game is a little bit different, Marty. It doesn't take a lot of gear for somebody to be, like, effective. You don't really need
No.
the treasures to do too much.
No, you don't.
I will say I can use the one striking flaming wraps and give my wraps to Rufus so I can save myself a round of casting a spell on the animal.
That works. Alright.
Do that.
Put on the wraps.
Thank you.
You got armor? Put on the wraps. Nah. We're not going to run into issues with teleporting, nah.
I don't.
They can get in the hole.
Yes.
Indeed they can.
Yeah, I can get in the hole. That's fine. What hole?
The
Rufus,
portal hole.
Rufus, dig a hole. Rufus starts scratching at the...
No. All right. So, we will be entering planes while we are at the temple. There will be a plane of earth and a plane of fire, and potentially a plane of water. I am preparing spells on the morrow for allowing those to breathe water. I will be expecting you to have some form of spell casting to help yourself with some of these things.
Ptolemy describes in an occultist sort of way that he's got a staff of abjuration that can give you resist energy 10. So if you can't do better than that, don't worry about the resist energies. He's got it.
I have a spell I use every day.
Oh, I know this one. You probably cast Energy Aegis.
Yes!
I know that spell too, says Ptolemy.
Who would have thought I'd had something in common with someone just so outrageously stupidly?
Yes!
Yeah,
Tentacles are part of nature, an important part of nature.
Yes, they are.
At least he's making a friend.
Alker, I can prepare some potions that will let you breathe in the water and will also let you swim.
I have the water breathing prepared. How long will your potions last?
2 hours. If you do not wish to have them, I can just make more healing potions.
Healing would be preferred.
All right then. Healing it is. What about potions to help you react faster? These are +3 perception and +4 find traps.
Sold.
All right. I'll make some. I'll make one for each of you. Yes?
The three ladies were kind of in like a back room. Like there are some smaller bedrooms and places where you can rest and have some privacy. Nothing as like this room that we're looking at is sort of like the center hub of the workshop out of time. Sintira comes out and she's watching all of you, and you can see that tears are welling up in her eyes as she's watching all of you prepare and rest and do your daily preps.
What was the matter?
I'm just taking it all in.
Don't fret. This time we will succeed.
Yeah, they got me this time. Plexus.
You're going to
Yes.
have to succeed this time.
Krieger on our side. He looks over the linen, whatever that is. We'll succeed. By any chance, would you know what these items do?
Be brave, Bone Crusher, she says. That is your belt.
Oh, do you know what it does?
Do not fear by putting it on. It is time to don it.
Good enough for me. Still wonder what the hell it does.
I had to grab my
He
hand.
puts it on.
I had to grab my book. Hang on.
She hugs Crusher in his bare form, not afraid of him. And she whispers while kind of hugging you. So much blood.
It's a necessity.
Do not fear. You can make amends, even at the end.
You've now seen a bear smile.
I am glad.
You notice that she kind of almost like skips through the room and doesn't... She's avoiding looking at Ptolemy.
When you may.
Hey. Any words of wisdom for this old dog?
Okay, so Summer 56 was the Beholder fight.
Yeah, I am close to Shadow being raw.
Well, thing is, since we've gotten the timeout thing,
You've
The
adventured for maybe 3 days? 2 days?
I don't think it's been that
I
much.
didn't see it?
because-
Okay.
Because the Beholder fight, I think, was the same day that we went and got the oracles, right? We got the oracle, like we went into the Beholder fight was the same day we went into the circus.
For the second time.
Yeah, the second time in the circus. So we have like this is the either like this is the eve like 2:00 in the morning of that day.
And then the next day is when you went into the nodes right?
Right, but that was the next day where we did get back to sleep in the extra dimensional space.
Okay.
So we burned 4 hours. Like every time we teleport back and forth, it's about
So
4
that
hours.
was the air node, the water node, and killing the leaders.
Yes.
There was a significant amount of time spent in Nulb, so
Yep.
Nulb raised the next day. And then you're still on the same day that Nulb was raised.
Right. Because we've got the timeout zone.
You did spend some time in Nulb and searching for people,
Yeah.
that sort of thing. So it is the night of the summer 57, and the
Wolfening.
Yep. You're running out of time before you become a liability, says Cynthia as she grabs Shadow's hand and is speaking quietly to him.
I know. I don't know what to do about it. I can't go in there with him if Moon's out, so...
Can Crusher know that he's immune to the moon thing?
Yeah, he knows.
The moon frenzy?
She says to Shadow, remember, the infection will grow.
You mean, what do you mean? In Crusher, or in me, or... What are you talking about?
If it grows, you must do what is necessary.
Like he looks at his brother. He's a bit...
Crusher's my responsibility.
He breathes heavily.
Don't be a bad dog.
What the fuck?
Shadow. I have an idea.
It's Crusher.
When Alcor brought me back in the air node, I became immune to the effects of the moon. Can the same be done for Shadow?
Fuck you.
Oh, who gets to kill Shadow? I know a paladin who's dying to kill Shadow.
Oh, someone's gonna be fucking dying. Alright.
Shadow, hear me out. Listen. I'm immune to the effects of the moon now. Free yourself of it.
You don't know that's gonna work, big guy.
I don't know, Sintara. Do you have any information on this?
She's
Do you
already
know anything?
like talking to
Alcor,
people.
Ptolemy, the bearded one.
It is Ali.
Whatever. What do you know of this?
She goes up to Darian. It's so sad. And she hugs Darian. Zuckmoy never got her clutches on Isolde before.
How long does Paladin Angel buns stay in the oven?
You heard what Cynthia said to you, Mark?
Or sorry, no, I didn't. I was.
The middle-aged, very attractive elven woman comes over and gives Darian a hug. She's like wandering around through your party, almost like on the verge of tears, hugging and saying stuff to people. She says it's so sad. I'm so sorry.
What?
Zuckmoy never got her clutches on Isolde before.
Well, then I guess I've never had this kind of motivation before either, have I?
That's looking for silver in a cloud.
He gives her like a strange smile, but a smile. We'll get through this one.
To see the future with this one, this has to do with the power of gods. Ooh, it is uncertain. But what we are certain is that you will fight for your love, even if you do not remember. And you will fight for your children.
You know I will.
Unborn as they may be. Oskar.
Yeah.
Your beard's gonna get very long if you find a way to wiggle your way out of this one. She turns into your ear. Remember the crab.
The ultimate looting machine.
I'll be fired, Oskar. Interdimensional crap.
Oh, you must be Krieger.
Yep. It's okay. You ain't met me before. Just know that I'm the best person here. And he hugs her.
She hugs you back. You're not part of the plan.
No one ever counts on Krieger.
Nope, never did.
If we weren't going into a fight, I'd punch you right now.
Well, you're gonna have to at some point.
Shut up.
But the multiverse finds a way. And even in chaos, good things can happen.
I find sometimes the best things happen from chaos.
She smiles. Kind of skips away.
Ellie's like, I am Ellie.
She smiles. She smiles at Ali. Like a knowing smile, but she doesn't have any words for you yet and kind of goes skipping back to where her sisters are. Otis.
All right then, no hug for me then.
Otis is just sitting there. He stopped eating and was just watching her wander throughout the room like he's fascinated and perhaps frightened of those women.
Otis, are you currently working on anything?
He rubs one of his eyes. You're not too sure why, but he does it from time to time.
Are his eyes both his?
He looks away when he sees you sort of peering. He's like, "What?" And he gets busy with cleaning up the dishes or whatever.
All right, Odin. We've relieved the high priest of his weapon of destruction. We are wondering if you could smith this into a more appropriate blade.
Yes. What do you want?
Crusher in the background.
You've already got those. There's a limit to how many blues can go into shit, you greedy bitch. Let's. This is a
Greater corrosive.
Ooh, what are you guys talking about?
It just means that the acid it does to armors or shields on a critical hit is
This is higher.
66. Yeah.
And it bypasses acid damage reduction.
Ignores the target's acid resistance.
Yeah. Oh, it's also adamantine, which I have no idea if that does anything. We should. It's the +3 to hit. It's nice.
Yep.
Indeed.
Do you want a knife? Do you want a bow?
Put it on a knife.
I could put it on a javelin.
Krieger's lance. Fuck you.
The opening salvo. Fuck you.
Sure, let's put on a javelin. That sounds like fun. So it sounds like something we get used once in a while, at least.
Do you care about the adamantine of this thing?
It's a useful material to turn into something else.
Yes.
If you have a use for it at this point, feel free. Waste not, want not. Even at the end times, I suppose.
He kind of has that 1,000-yard stare as he
he's taking another peek. Guys, you don't want those eyes about your eyes. What are you get somebody else's eye in your second?
Give me a will save.
All right. Give you a will save. Give you a will save.
Does static appear when he farts?
One of the Olympic lifters at the gym didn't know if he farted or tore his knee during a lift. It was just one of those kind of like.
Yeah, that's when jiu-jitsu doesn't sound so bad.
33.
They both look like his eyes.
Suspicious. Okay. All right, we will be back in several days, I suppose.
I'm gonna be here, I guess.
Why would you be here?
The moon's coming out.
We've got time.
Enough time.
I don't know if it's an option, but it might work for you as well.
Let's put it this way.
Not gonna do it.
If you're going to change, you're not changing in here.
That's why I was thinking I'll just wait here.
No, you're not changing in here.
No, we need
You're
your
going to
boat.
change. You're going to change out there.
We're not getting close to the big fiery worm. You're just going to kill it from afar with your arrows. Don't be ridiculous. What did that woman say to you?
I ain't got much time before my usefulness runs out. Apparently he's talking about the moon.
All right. We got, but ain't much is still some.
He's hiding something.
You sack of crap.
Okay, you guys do your daily preps as you're kind of bemoaning and mulling over the things that were said to you. Alcur, does Alcur the Black or Alcur the White come out during the daily prep?
The white.
The White?
These are the goodly acts of goodly men. Not the power-seeking hunger.
He waits until the good men are done the fighting.
Okay, the white indeed comes out.
That's how you roll a die. I do usually flip a coin. I could flip a coin tonight.
No, that's fine. Alcur is there doing his daily prep. Are you guys done your daily preps?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
The potions from Ali are in the party pages.
Okay, Ptolemy's going to leave Squish behind because you sounds like you're going into some very violent places.
Yep.
And I'm going to cut and paste the group of you. You're going to leave to Nulb and then teleport to the temple.
Yep.
Yep. Malini is casting 4th level water breathings on 10 characters, including herself and Rufus.
Nice.
So 24-hour water breathing for everyone.
24-hour, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think there are 10 of you yet.
There's more than 5.
Eight.
But we've got
Actually,
animals
there's
too.
10 total of us, actually, I think, because there's 7.
PCs and NPCs, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 2 animals. Yeah, you are at 10.
Nice.
All right. Thank you, Malini.